This video is another music theory video talking about notes. So on the ukulele, all these sounds or pitches are all notes. So the name of the notes comes from the letters of the alphabet. So the notes are named only from A to G. So A note, B note, C note, D note, E note, F note, G note, and from after G, it starts all over from the A note again. So A, B, C, etc. There's no H note, there's no I note, no Z note, no Y note. It's just from A to G. Once you hit G, the sequence starts all over again from A, B, C, etc. So as an example, let's pick the C note. So on the ukulele, the C string, this string here, this is your C note. There's another C note here. It's higher in pitch, but it's the same C note. It's basically the same. It's just one is lower and one is higher in pitch, but they're both C notes. And these two notes are what they call an octave apart. So here's the lower C note, here's the higher C note, they're an octave apart. Okay, so with that said, I kind of wrote some of the note names here. I started off with C, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get into another video. But instead of starting at A with the A note, I'm going to start off with the C note. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So you have 7 notes here. In music, there are only 12 notes. That's it. There's 12 notes you need to work with in music. So here's 7. So we need 5 more notes. So those 5 notes are located in between these notes. So let me go ahead and write these in here. So there's a note between C and D. There's a note between D and E. Between E and F, there's no note between E and F. Between F and G, there's a note there. Between G and A. And between A and B. And there's no note between B and C. So now, just to explain what this is all about, I'll just refer down to the bottom of this board here. So this symbol, it looks like a hashtag or palm sign. In music, it's called a sharp. So a sharp basically is telling you to raise the pitch by 1 fret. On the ukulele, you would raise it by 1 fret on the ukulele. This here on the bottom is called a flat in music. So a flat, if you see a flat next to one of the notes, letter named notes, it means to lower the pitch 1 fret. So the sharp means to raise the pitch a fret. The flat means to lower the pitch a fret. So going back to this now, here's the C note. The next note is either called, you can call it a C sharp, which raises the C 1 fret, or you can call it a D flat, which lowers this D note 1 fret down. So C sharp and D flat is the same note. You can call it it has 2 different names, but it's basically the same note. One raises the C sharp 1 fret, and the other name references the D note, which flattens it with the flat there. It flattens it 1 fret down. So there's a C. You have a C sharp or D flat. Next note is a D. Next note is a D sharp or E flat. Then the E. Then the F. Between E and F, there's no note between E and F. That's just how music is. So from E, 1 fret higher would be the F note. So from F, moving on, you go to the F sharp or G flat, then the G, then the next note is the G sharp or A flat, then the A, then the A sharp or B flat, then the B. Now from the B it starts all over again. So from B it goes back down, it goes back up to the C. Now between B and C there's no note in between there. So there's two places where there's no note in between, where you don't have these either a sharp or flat note in between, and that's between the E and the F, and between the B and the C. So there's your 12 notes. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12 notes. Then it starts all over again from C. And on the ukulele, you're starting off with a C note there. So here's the C again. So C, C sharp or D flat. Here's the D, D sharp or E flat. Here's the E. Now between E and F there's no note. So from E the next note up is an F, 1 fret apart. So from F is the F sharp or G flat. The next note is a G. Next note is a G sharp or A flat. Next note is an A. Next note is an A sharp or B flat. Then the B. Then the C here. So between B and C there's no note, and it's just 1 fret apart. B and then C. So this C is the same pitch as this C down here. Same note. So you start off on this string, the C string. Here's the low C, and you climbed up all the way, all the notes, all 12 notes, all the way up to the higher C, which is an octave apart from this C. C, that's an octave apart. Okay, so that's it regarding notes. So in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the major scale. So stay tuned. Thank you.